Today we're looking at the shape of statistical distributions. The shape of a distribution tells us about how the data is spread out. We can see the shape of a distribution by drawing a curve around the data display. Here, the data distribution is symmetrical since the curve is a symmetrical bell shape. Notice that the mean, the median, and the mode are all equal in a symmetrical distribution. If the data has a tail pointing to the right, then the data is positively skewed. The mode and median are smaller than the mean in a positively skewed distribution. A distribution where the tail points to the left is a negatively skewed distribution. When analysing the shape of statistical distributions, we might also mention peaks, which show the more common scores, or clusters, scores that are grouped closely together. To describe the shape of this statistical distribution, we could first draw a curve around the data. We can see here that there's a tail pointing in the positive direction, so that tells us that this data is positively skewed. We can see clusters here in the 0s to 10s, and it has 2 peaks and 2 modes, 8 and 14. The shape of this distribution is perfectly symmetrical. There aren't really any clusters here since we have a number of high peaks, but none of these are grouped close together. And here we can see 4 high peaks, and the 2 highest are our modes, 5 and 7. We can see here that there's a tail pointing in the negative direction. This means this is an example of a negatively skewed distribution. We have clusters here in the later hours with the 2 taller columns, and we have 2 peaks and 1 mode,